Savi's Lightsabers. Today we are going to build all of the Savi's Lightsabers. I look good, right? Please someone tell me I look good because it is so hot in here. I cannot do this. Oh my goodness. I am going to die wearing that thing. Kids, go to college. Just when your parents tell you to go to college, think of dear old Dano getting out of his helmet in the middle of a 90-degree room at midnight. Stay in school. Oh, that is way more like it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and like I said, lightsabers. We're gonna build all of the Savi's lightsabers. All four. So let me tell you what the thing is here. I've acquired every piece of scrap metal, every single piece. That is 4 themes. You can make 2 full lightsabers out of each theme. I've only technically built 5 full lightsabers, but I got a bunch of, when they were selling scrap metal at a period of time, you could buy just pieces by themselves, and with those I was able to get 3 full sets. So I've got 5 of these things. 5, count them. So I can actually build one of each theme. And then I'll have, so there's 4 themes, right? There's elemental nature, protection, defense, peace and justice, and power and control. So I'll be able to do one of each, and I'll have an extra one of these little actual chassis, lightsaber chassis, available to build a mix and match saber. So that's what I'm going to do this video. I'm going to do one of each, and then I will do a mix and match lightsaber using all my leftover pieces, and we'll just kind of come up with a Frankenstein lightsaber and see how it goes. Alright, first off, let's start with elemental nature and a very shaky side camera. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Alright, let's, I've got, oh, actually, do I have a, actually, so check out my setup. Ooh, I keep knocking that thing. Poor camera. Check out my beautiful setup. I've got all the pieces here. I've got my holocrons back there. I've got my little display drink thing. We're ready to go, right? I've even got a little lightsaber holder back here. And the pin, which you can see on the screen there, is looking good. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick a crystal first. So for this one, because it's elemental nature, and I'm only going to pick from the 4 that are available at Savi's workshop, right? So, I should probably have gotten into this a little bit earlier. Since we're on elemental nature, we'll do it now. I'm going to grab a green crystal. Green crystal. It's official. It's official. This is a Dano channel video. Can I do it without knocking anything over, please? Please. Oh my goodness, why do I do this to myself? Either way, Savi's lightsabers. These are from Galaxy's Edge. These cost $199. It's a lot. It's $200, but it's like a make-your-own experience. You get a pin. You get a bag. I've gone over this before. This information is out there. It's not new info. So if you have more questions about Savi's build your own lightsabers from Galaxy's Edge, go look that. There's actually up in the corner somewhere, I think that corner, up there, there's a little eye, or it should be a little banner that pops up that says, hey, watch this video. So after this video is done, click that eye and watch one of the videos that I handpicked for you to watch so you can learn a little bit more. So if you don't know about Savi's, maybe watch this, see all the pieces, and then go watch that and learn a little bit more, or maybe you'll learn it all here. Either way, I've got green because we're doing elemental nature. You'll notice I've got the green text over there. I designed this on purpose. So, first choice, I'm going to pick, because I went with the crystal, I'm going to be doing my switches first. Which switch, in my opinion, is the best switch? There's the one with the wood. You can see it there. It's got wood. Mine's chipping a little bit. It's got some cool, and these are die-cast metal pieces. You can hear them clink and clunk around. I actually really like this better. I like that it's got the little thumb. I think I'm doing it upside down. But it's got the little thumb grip in there. This is, to me, this is nice. So that's what I'm gonna go with. That's gonna be my numero uno. Let's see here. You go like this. You go like this. Oh, it's making noise. It's making noise. There's no blade though, so it's not gonna do anything quite yet. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna pick sleeves. I've got the Carthusian whalebone. I've got some Brylark wood. I've got some faux leather wrappings. And then I've got more Brylark wood. And I think this actually matches that one a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going to go with the bottom first. What I'm going to be picking is the piece that goes on the bottom of the lightsaber, okay? The bottom. This is the top where the blade goes. This is my battery compartment. Make sure it's twisted in and nice and secure. Good, because if not, it'll just plop right out. So you do have to make sure that you twist. I'm going to go with leather wrappings. I think leather wrappings just look better on the bottom. It gives it a kind of a grip. To me, that looks cool. A little close-up shot of the faux leather wrappings. It's really just kind of rubbery. But I like that. I like that vibe, that look. And next, this is a tough call. This is a tough call because to end, I have two different kinds of emitters too. You can see there's one that these kind of match. This matches this, matches this, and this is all kind of like a whole thing here going on. And I like it, but do I want it? Like, it all depends on what I want to use to end. This is tough. I really, really like the look of this piece. I like that it has the wood, but it also has the metal, and it's got these like unique kind of designs. I'm going with that. It's my favorite. It's of the ones available in this set, it is my favorite. So next up, like I mentioned, I've got the emitters. I really love this emitter. It just looks. Oh, I dropped something else. It just looks really cool to me. There's just something about it, just that look, that vibe. It's not super elemental nature in style, at least in my opinion, it's not. But I like it. I actually really like it a lot. So I'm going to put that on the top here. Get that going. So go. There we go. Nice and secure. Boom. We're looking pretty good so far. Okay, make sure that's down. And next, let's get... I got to go with the Rancor Tooth. It's Rancor Tooth or this one with filigree. And I love the... Even though it's plastic, it's mostly plastic. This part down here is metal. But then it's like fit with like a plastic... A very hard, solid plastic. But that's what makes the... You like that? Look. That's what makes the Rancor Tooth. It's like a solid plastic. Oh, yeah. That's nice. And see, I like that I don't have to worry about it lining up. See that? There's all kinds of good stuff going on there. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice lightsaber. That's a very nice lightsaber. In fact, let's... You want to see it with the blade? I'll show you with the blade real quick. Just because... Well, you can't not, right? Is it locked in? Are we good? Huh? What's going on? Everything tight? It's not working. What did I do? There we go. Oh, that's interesting. This is yellow. Why is this showing up as yellow? Let's try that again. I probably need to change the batteries. I've never changed the batteries on any of these. Oh, there we go. Green. That is so strange. It did yellow the first time. I think the batteries are something's got to be up, or my blade's broken. But sometimes these things do read the wrong color if you saw my Droid Adventure video, just so you know. But there you go, green. Alright, enough of that. Let's take you out. Maybe I got a faulty blade. I am going to set this back here. Can I do it without knocking anything over? I don't think I can. I'm going to set it back at an angle. How about that? That angle looks good. I'm going to move you off to the side here. Actually, let's just move these off altogether. And next up, let's do the second lightsaber, which is going to be... I think we got protection and defense is what I've got lined up for number 2. So I'm going to take all these excess pieces, and I'm going to push them off to the side here. And I'm going to use those later to build a weird Franken lightsaber using whatever's left from that. So we've got our elemental nature. Let's get on with protection and defense. Now there's nothing there, but let's use the force real quick and see if we can make it appear. Can we do it? Ah, there we go. There we go. We got it. Cool. So, let me grab one of these. Ready to go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do for this, again, is pick a crystal kind. Now, you noticed my text up there says protection and defense with purple. I feel like of the Savi's lightsabers, they give you blue, red, green, and purple to choose from. So we went with green for elemental nature. So it's only natural we go with protection and defense with purple. Let's see if this one will work. Oh, I didn't hear anything because my battery is not plugged in. Okay, good. It's making noise. It's glowing purple. Can I see it flashing there a little bit? Cool. Now let's pick my first switch. Oh, I do like both of these switches. I like the rings on this one. and I like that nice thumb feel this gives you. You can rest your thumb in there. Just kind of what drew me to pick the last one. I do like this one too, actually. I like that teardrop shape. It's kind of cool. But I like this little nub. This nub back here is actually really, really nice. You know, I'm going to go with the nub. Why not? Why not pick the nub? Okay, so let's do this. There's my nubbin. Clickety-click. Looks good. Makes noise. Okay, next up, we're going to pick the sleeves. I'm going to take my other switch and put them off to the side with the elemental switch. So I've got one with all these like cool ribs. I like that a lot. This I really like. Actually, it's blocked on the screen right now, but right here to the side, that Jedi book actually has these, I think if we hold it, which way is it? Which way is it? One of these is supposed to be very similar to what's in that book, and I'm not seeing it. Oh, I think it's this one right here. If you hold it like this, it should match with what's at the bottom. See that in the middle of the screen versus what's on here? That should match pretty much what's on that white book that's covered by the pin. In fact, if you guys want to see it live, take a look. Let me remove the pin real quick. There you go. Now you can see it. We've got the weird little thing up top, the little W shape, and then it goes down. There's two lines on the side. Down, it forks off into this shape here in the middle. And we've got this other one, and then it ends up looking just like that. So I like that. I actually like that a whole lot. So I'm going to pick that as my piece. I think, should that be the bottom? Maybe that should be the top. I'm going to save that for the... this is a tough decision. Because look what else I've got. I've got the one with the ribs, and I like putting ribs at the bottom like a grip. Ooh, but then, I mean, this one's cool too. This one is a really cool one, and it kind of matches some of the others. I have to go with this one. I have to. When you're going protection defense, I feel like this is the piece. This is like the main piece, and that's got to go up top. I'm just going to put it on up top. I'm changing the formula. But what goes on the bottom, I think this is the piece. I think this is my grip. If I'm not going to go, I don't know. See, these two would make a good combo later. But this one also goes with anything. Like if I were to do that, I think that actually looks pretty good. Sorry, I knocked my camera. I think that looks pretty good. But I actually really like this vibe altogether. We got the yellow stripe, it just feels a little better to me for some reason. I also like that we've got this little coin looking thing here. It's only on one side. But then we also have this little like nub. It kind of matches a little bit. I mean, they're not on the same side, but I like that idea. Alright, I'm going to take my sleeves, push them off to the side. We're going to pick the emitter. I'm actually going to go with... I like this leafy looking thing. But... I don't know. I feel like this should be saved for this sleeve. Because they kind of sometimes match up if you're lucky. Oh, but also this one could match up too. Which is interesting. They don't always align perfectly, like I'm saying, but... it is nice when they do. It's also not meant to perfectly align either, because you'll notice this is only on one side, but it's not on the other side, so it'll like never perfectly line up. It's not necessarily supposed to. If anything, it would line up that way, which is kind of weird. But this one can sometimes line up that way, which makes sense here. So it seems like they almost had a design in mind when they did these, but either way, I need to pick. We're talking protection and defense. I do like that this is kind of like a little guard. It's like a little guard on the top of your lightsaber, and I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna use this one. I like it. I like that, just that look. I really do like this, and I think it actually would match my lightsaber a little bit better with these little like rivets, the little nubbin, and the little coin thing. I think it would actually match a little bit better. Let's just look real quick. I gotta at least show you what it would look like, so you could see it. See that? That actually has kind of a cool look to it. It's a little plain though. I'm gonna go with the other one. I'm gonna scrap this guy. We're gonna place this one on here. I think this is gonna be the better way to do this. Oh yeah, I like that better. It just feels a little bit better. All right, so last I'm gonna pick an end cap, a pommel, if you will. I like the pointy one. I like the plain one. They both use the CoverTech wheel. I'm gonna go with. Oh, you know what? This is a big thing to me. I could never stand this on its head, right? Because it's got that thing. It'll always like fall forward. because of that little lip that the little leaf thing causes. I could never do this one because if I had both, I could never stand it upright. Not that it's a huge deal breaker, but just knowing that I could never put it this way, I could never put it that way, to me, it just kind of bugs me a little bit. So I'm going to pick the other one. That's going to be my deciding factor. I'm going to go with this one because I know I can always sit it up that way. Boom, boom, boom. Let's take a look at what we got here. Put that together. Put it together. And what do we got? Bibbidi, bobbidi, booyaka. I like it. I think this thing's cool. I think it looks really good. I'm into it. All right, let's, you know, I didn't even do the thing with the pin, but I've got a lightsaber stand that I 3D printed. Oh yeah, I think that does look pretty good. Let me get him out of the way. Did I do it without knocking anything over this time? It is a Dano Channel Miracle. Very good, very good. Cool. All right, for this one, I think I got to take the hat back and really get into the full 90s bully vibe of power and control. So now we're ready to switch it over. Oh, where are the pieces? We got to use that Force Lightning. We got to do it. Ugh. All right, there we go. There are all the pieces. Now I haven't actually had a chance to talk to you guys about any of these yet. I don't think I've done a video on anything power and control. And given that it's power and control, you can kind of see the pin is like the hand. It's clearly going to be a red crystal kind of deal, right? Speaking of which, I never showed you the protection defense in a blade. Maybe we should do that. Maybe I edited it in. We'll see. Oh, it's beeping, it's glowing, it's booping. It's got its red crystal ready to go. Now, first things first, we're going to pick a switch. What switch shall I pick? I like this one. It's unique. Look at that. It's got like a red clear, and it's kind of like a pill-shaped button. This is the actual part that switches up and down. It's got a unique kind of grip to it. These holes are a little weird. It's just strange that there's no holes. In fact, if you look on Thingiverse, which is a place where I get files to do 3D printing, like where I found these lightsaber stands, somebody came up with a file to put inside that little gap. Just inside that little hole right there, something that you can 3D print to fill that out. It's like a little spike. Like it bugged you that much. But apparently it did. The other switch that I've got, it's a little bit different. Ooh, it's got a nub, similar to the protection and defense one that I picked. But then this is more of a rectangular switch that goes up and down. I'm gonna go with the weird. Oh, drop something else. With this weird gapped one. I just think it's gonna be a little bit better. Let's do that. Let's do that. Take that. Take this piece. Click, click, click. Looks good. You see close-ups there. Looks good. Cool. I'm gonna take my other switch. Move you off to the side for a later choice. Now of my sleeves, look at what I've got here. Again, I like using the ribs at the bottom as a grip, but I think this matches my switch a little bit more. So I'm going to put, or I like this one. This one actually I think looks cool because if I put it at the bottom, those little points are pointing down. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I like that idea that these little points are pointing down. I've got my switch pointing, oh yeah, I think that's the optimum way to do it. All right. Next up, I need another switch, or I'm sorry, another sleeve. What's the sleeve? I might have said switch earlier. What's the sleeve that I'm looking for to match and go with all of this? Now, these little things here, just so you know, they are rubber, and they actually add a really kind of nice and comfy grip. So I need something to either balance that out or something that'll match the rest of the vibe of this thing. I've got this one. It's got little stripes and the red dots. I think that matches pretty well. But then I'll be left over with just these two. So I think if I'm to balance, that's too much stripe. Those two don't go together because they're too plain, I think. I think I'm gonna, oh, I don't know. Because if I leave those two for the other lightsaber, it'll be interesting. But I feel like this combo might be a little too much, and I don't really like it. So I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna pick this one, and I'm gonna leave these two for my choice for later. We'll see how that turns out. All right, let's put this one on. Yeah, see, I like that. I think that's got kind of a cooler look to it. I do feel like this one should be at the bottom. This one should really be at the bottom. Maybe you guys can see it better up here. You know, it's got a pretty good look to it. I don't know that I made the best choice. This is actually why I don't love this set as much as I thought I would, because all the pieces, they don't mix and match as well. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like all the different options that you got to see there? I don't know. As far as an emitter, I think this one looks kind of like Darth Vader's. It's got a D-ring. It's very similar in style and shape to a Darth Vader. You can definitely tell that that's what they were going for when they did this. It's not quite Darth Vader, but it's very close. This one just feels more Sith to me. Just that look feels more Sith. So I'm going to put that on first. I just think that matches up better. We've got see the red right here. We've got the red here. We got the red in the switch. This just like feels right. Now as far as which pommel, oops, didn't mean to do that. I've got one with a D-ring. If I went with this emitter and this pommel, I would end up, it's weird because this emitter has a D-ring. It's one of the only emitters to have a D-ring on it. I think, yeah, no, that's correct. Which makes this unique. But if I did both of those together, I would have 2 D-rings on one lightsaber, and to me, that's a little strange. It's a little weird. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. I like this red stripe. So again, I'm not going to be using this one. I picked the other one. This also has a red stripe. They both have a nice red stripe, which will match my lightsaber. I am going to go with the one with the D-ring. I don't think I've used a D-ring yet. Both the ones I've had have cover tech. So, let's install this thing on here. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Boom, baby boom. Oh yeah. Let's show you guys the closey. The closey. Oh yeah, I like that. I think that's actually a really cool looking lightsaber. And this time, I'll remember to show you. Now there's a red crystal in there, so it should read red. Yes, it reads red. And again, if you want to hear the sounds of these and like get more in depth, I've already done videos on that. That's not the point of this. The point of this is really the pieces, not so much the blade. Here we go. Cool. I remember to show you. Let me get another one of these. Let me get my pin, which you can see there on the screen. Put my extra piece off to the side. Got it figured out. I got it all figured out. Don't worry. And I managed not to drop anything this time. So there we go, we can lay that down there. I'm actually going to put that there. I'm going to put this there. I'm going to put this here. Bring you off to the side. Okay, we're running out of space. We are legit running out of space. I've got 2 of these left. We're going to do the last one, Peace and Justice, which happens to be my favorite. It's just of all the pieces and all the sets, this became my favorite. So there's my little setup with the pin. And let's see if we can get the pieces to show up here. First, let's change over. There we go, Peace and Justice. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yeah. All right, hat's going back forward for this one. It just feels right now. It's better than that helmet. That helmet's cool looking, but by the way, I got to finish painting that thing. Either way, let's start off with Peace and Justice, which to me, as you can tell by the text, means blue. Blue, blue, blue. I mean, honestly, it's like the old school Jedi style. Like, I mean, look at that pin. Look at that logo right there. That's clearly like an old school Jedi. Like, they kind of have hints in the design that kind of tell you what they are. But I do love the style of these pieces. These are really cool pieces. Let's pick a switch first. Let me show you this one first. I like that gold. Is this rubber? No, it's all solid. This is the switch portion. Cool. Cool. I like it. I like it. How about this one? I like the thumb grip. Again, they always sell me with this thumb grip. It's plain on the back, which is that trade-off. But that thumb grip, just look at that thumb. Like, it just feels right to rest your thumb there. And that's my choice. That's what sells me on these pieces. It's like, okay, you know what? Was it ergonomically designed? It's got a good grip, a good feel. I like it. I'm into it. Alright, extra switch off to the side. Now for the sleeves. This is tough. The first time I built, I went with these two. Did I? No, I think I went with this one. I don't know what I think it was these two that I went with. I really like all of these pieces. This one reminds me of Mace Windu. This one, I don't know what it reminds me of. It definitely reminds me of someone. Anakin, maybe, with that gold? I don't know. This one's cool, too. It's got little, like, electronic nubbin-looking things. It just looks like, I don't know, something would be electronic there, like touch-sensitive. And this one's also really cool. It's got a little, like, peace sign. Not a peace sign, but whatever you want to call that little wheel. It's got a neat look to it. This is tough, and I actually like these the most. But I want, again, for the bottom, I want a solid grip. I want something that feels good on the bottom of the lightsaber, but still looks right. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Well, which one? This is tough. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with my initial decision here. Sorry for that loud clanking sound. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Let's pick a top sleeve. I love this gold one, and I love that grip, but I gotta go with this black. There's just something about it that feels like lightsaber, like feels a classic lightsaber look to it. Right? Yes. I gotta stick with it. So yes. I'm gonna push my other sleeves off to the side. Next up, emitters. Okay, so what do you guys think of these emitters? I am seeing a little Kanan Jarrus right there. To me, that reminds me so much of Kanan Jarrus. And this one, Anakin/Rey's lightsaber, is definitely what inspired that, right? Right? I mean, it's not exactly any of them, but it is just the style, the design. That's what that is. That's definitely what they were going for. Now, for this one, I love the Kanan. I love the Kanan one just a little bit more. That's always been, especially like for Kanan, that's going to be my reference, my point of reference. I'm liking this. I'm liking the way this is going so far. This is looking good. Next up, I got to pick. Oh, I guess those are my emitters. Cool. I got to pick my little pommels. There's plain black. Well, it's like kind of plain black. It's got an interesting. It's kind of plain. I mean, the thing altogether is plain. It looks good though. It's very elegant. And then there's this one, which is a little more chunky, clunky. Mine I accidentally used for a hammer, so you may notice some. Yeah, don't ask. You may notice some scuff marks on my. Take care of your things, kids. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. I'm gonna. It literally was. No, I'm not smart. Okay, let's show you the close-ups over here. You ready? Oh yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. This is okay. You want to see? Let's see the blue. Let's do the blue. Oh, my switch was on. Let's do a full power on. Yes. Oh yeah, very nice. I just like it. I like it. Whoosh. You get a real color when I swing it full. It looks like it's made of spaghetti or something. I don't know. SpaghettiLightsabers.com. That's my new website. Alright. We are nearing the end of this thing. You ready? I'm sweating inside this thing. It's not going to be a pretty sight inside this suit later on. So, be glad you're not it. I am going to set up all of my extra pieces. Oh, wow. There's so many pieces. I've got 4 lightsabers. We'll do an overview at the end. I've got 4 lightsabers. I've got so many end caps. I've got sleeves galore. And I'm going to make a FrankenSaber next. Okay, here we go. I was like, where are all my emitters? I forgot there's an end cap over here. I've got sleeves. What are we going to start with? Let's just start with switches. I'm going to bring all the switches over here. Alright, there we go. We've changed our template. I've got the switches lined up. I've got my 5th lightsaber. Make sure that thing is on there well. Now I went with yellow. Look, I went with yellow for the color. To me, this could go with either white or yellow. So it's actually technically yellow and white on that text. I gotta go yellow. Why not go yellow? Because, I mean, white's cool, but, like, yellow. Yes, yellow. I'm so stoked we have a yellow lightsaber. Even though we kind of saw one earlier when I lit up the green or whatever happened. Silly thing. Okay, we've got it. It's blinking. It's happy. It's yellow. Making noise. I gotta pick a switch. We have elemental nature. Look at that. The filigree. I've got protection and defense. I've got power and control. These are just my leftovers. So I'm going to mix and match and make a FrankenSaber. Oh, it came apart. And you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to add another rule. I'm going to throw a wrench in here. I'm going to try and use at least one of each theme, right? So I'm going to pick one, and then at the very end I'll do a duplicate, because there's 5 different choices. So I'll do one switch, whatever the next thing is, I can't pick the same style. So I'll make that a rule. Which means I got to make this call important here. I want something that won't look too ridiculous. So I think this is out. This could technically go with anything, and it might go with anything a little bit better, just because it kind of goes all ways. This is definitely just like a Sith lightsaber thing. This could also, I think, go with any kind of lightsaber. I am stuck debating between these two, and what I think is going to make my decision here, whoop, there it is, knocking more stuff, is going to be what other pieces do I want to use, like what sleeves am I looking forward to using, or what end caps that I've got left over am I looking forward to, or even what emitter. Because if I use, let's say I use power and control right now, it means I may not be able to use a power and control emitter, right? Okay, so I need to do this wisely. I need to think of this the right way. I'm going to go with this one. I like this one a lot. I'm going to go with peace and justice. Okay? I mean, I don't know how this is going to end up. Maybe if you guys like this, FrankenSaber thing, let me know. I've been thinking about doing a live stream where if you guys want to do super chats just so I can see them and notice them for longer, because if you just do a regular chat, I won't see it. But if you do a super chat, then maybe I'll, as long as it's up on the screen, I'll make the saber that you want live for you so you can see it, whatever pieces you pick. If that, you know, it's just an idea I've been like toying with. Alright, so next up, let's get all the sleeves out. I've got 2 peace and justice. I've got 2 power and control. I have 1 Carthusian whalebone and 2 Brylark tree, elemental nature, and then I've got protection and defense. I hope I named all those correctly. Weird little yellowy guy, a grippy one. So immediately, I don't know. But if I used the protection and defense switch, that means I should not be able to consider protection and defense for now. So off to the side you go, which does narrow down the field a bit. So I'm gonna go with, I want it to look good, to be honest. I want to show you guys at the end, be like, no, this is actually a good looking mix and match, because I understand that a lot of them won't go well together and it'll look ugly. So in my head I'm thinking, what's gonna look the best? I think I'm gonna go with the power and control, because there's not much else power and control that I want to use. So I'm gonna go power and control, this little ribbed thing, and it kind of matches with these. You know, it doesn't look too terrible that way. I'm going to go with that, okay? So I'm going to throw this one out. So their power and control goes away, which leaves me with these 2. Now again, these 4. Now again, my decision has to play in to what do I want to do later. Because if I pick, and I'm going to make the pommel the last piece. So whatever I pick here, I cannot pick the same theme for my emitter, just to give myself a challenge, because I like making things difficult for myself. I mean, what's gonna go well with this? I want to do peace and justice, right? But I want to do the peace and justice emitter, so I'm gonna take those 2 out. I don't want to do this filigree one with the wood. I'm gonna go Carthusian whalebone. I'm just gonna do it. And I think this actually kind of flows a little better, because we've got the ribs down here. We've got more ribs, but turning bronze, and then from bronze we go to this like brownish color into the wood. The whalebone. It's gonna be a weird looking lightsaber, I can already tell you. All right, these off to the side. Next up, my 4 emitters. We'll put them in the order of appearance, right? We'll do Elemental Nature. Again, the filigree one, I'm going to skip you. In fact, I've already picked Elemental Nature, so you're not even an option. I've picked Protection and Defense, you're not an option. I've picked Power and Control, you're not an option, leaving me only with this one, which I think is a good choice. I don't know how well it fits up top, but for the options that I had, I do like I mean, just seeing that in the small frame right in front of me, this screen, it doesn't look wrong. In fact, seeing it from far away looks right so far, because we have dark at the bottom, and it kind of like gradually gets lighter, and this doesn't look weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the silver on that whalebone doesn't look too weird. It looks a little worse close up, but this isn't terrible. This isn't terrible. Now, how are we going to end this thing? I have 4 choices. I can make this terrible if I really want. What is the right way to cap this off? What's the right way to end this? It's going to be a yellow lightsaber. Let's see. That's not bad. I'm trying them all. You know what? I'm going to try them all, and I want to know your thoughts. Which one do you think, as far as an end cap goes, which one do you think matches this lightsaber better? You can see the whole thing on the screen, same as me. I just don't. I don't know. What are your thoughts here? This is okay. I showed you that one. Protection and Defense. Now, Elemental Nature. I stayed away from the weird like wood and the little carving filigree. I call it filigree, like ironwork, on all of those. But this actually might work. This might like totally work. I don't know. What do you think? I don't love it. I don't hate it. Right? I'm going to take that off. We're going to try next up what's this? Power and Control, which I might be leaning towards Power and Control. Now, so far I have 2 D-rings, 2 CoverTech wheels. Yikes. Why you do that? What's your deal? I don't feel any way about this. I don't like having Power and Control next to each other. So I'm just going to rule that out. I'm going to rule it out right now, because I want it to be a FrankenSaber, which leaves me with, and I think this is my answer. I actually think this is the one. It's got to be. It has to be for so many reasons, and I'll explain to you my thought process here in just a second. We're going to go Peace and Justice. That's going to be my final answer. Okay, I get it. Good. So, here's why. I've got Peace and Justice up top, Elemental Nature, Protection and Defense, Power and Control, and then back down to Peace and Justice. So we have that balance of one, and then, like, you know, there's not one too close to each other, which I like. We have this start of silver, black, silver, leaning into more slower gradations of that, like silver, black, you know, a little bit. And then we get from the ribs, it's like a gradual thing here. We have like a little bit of color, big chunk of color, bigger chunk of silver, little black, little silver, little black, all the way. And then we get this like silver into bronze, into silver, into bronze, into silver, and then like a different color bronze and a different color silver. And then eventually like this big chunk of just silver and white. And then we end with just silver. And it has this like gradual, say for the yellow button, the yellow switch, it has this gradual kind of feel where it gets like solid black all the way up to like a solid light. It's like a perfectly balanced lightsaber using all the pieces. What do you think? What would you do? What would you have done with this? I'm going to show you guys. Actually, let me show you some close-ups real quick. I'll show you some high quality close-ups. That might look a little better. What do you think? What do you think? Oh yeah, yellow. Yellow. Oh, it just looks so much better on this other camera where it's fully waving and I've got a spaghetti saber, spaghettisabers.com. I like this lightsaber a lot, actually. I think this is a pretty cool mix and match, turn you off, lightsaber. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Oh, I've got a special, my little chest box is getting in the way. I've got a special, sorry for the clinking and clunking sound. Boom, I'm going to put you up front. You live up front. You can kind of come, no, there's no way I'm getting all these in one frame here. But I've done it. I built them all. They're here. You want to do a recap? Recap, real quick for you. Elemental nature. I like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot going on that I appreciate. Again, let's do... Oh, there's something up with this chassis. There's got to be, or the batteries are out because... Listen, I'm going to put it back in. Yeah. I think maybe batteries got loose? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, batteries are loose. Almost every time. Or the batteries are dead. Because it's not turning on at all anymore. Well, that ruined that plan. Okay, we heard it. There we go. Oh, I shook the camera. Okay, green spaghetti. Green spaghetti. Hashtag spaghetti saber. Okay. I'm ridiculous. I'm a child. Alright, you saw that one. Here's a close-up of switch hands here so I don't bump the mic like I did last time. There we go. A little protection and defense. Protection and defense. I like it. I like it. Let's put this guy in here. Ready? Purple. Purple. This is not tight at all. Purple. Purple spaghetti. Oh, I hit the button down. There we go. Purple spaghetti. Purple spaghetti saber. Okay, enough. And I'm dying in this suit. By the way, I gotta get this thing off. Let's do... Oh, it already turned on. There we go. Red spaghetti saber. Red spaghetti. Red spaghetti, red spaghetti. Red spaghetti, red spaghetti. This is literally the worst video I've ever made. Alright. Peace and justice. Make sure my thing's off this time. We good? We good? Okay, ready? Caca. Blue spaghetti, blue spaghetti. I'm doing this with every single one, alright? Every single one. Alright, enough of that. Oh, I didn't show you the closies. Look at the close-ups. It's nice. It's so nice. It's just good. I just like... I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Did I show you this one up close for a review? I don't think I did. I don't think... Oh, okay, enough. I keep hitting the switch. And last, to end it, the FrankenSaber. The yellow FrankenSaber. We're going to end it with some yellow spaghetti saber goodness. Ready? Spaghetti saber. Spaghetti saber. Spaghetti. This is how I lightsaber fight. That's why I have the pilot outfit and not the Jedi robes, because I am no Jedi. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this ridiculous video. I'm exhausted. I'm hot. Did you like this stuff? Do you like seeing the lightsabers being broken down like this? I've got a huge project I'm working on involving these things. I've told a handful of you about it. Be quiet, or else I will force lightning you through the screen. Oh, wow. I was going to lift it up like it was just a blade, but it's not. It's a full-blown spaghetti saber. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a thumbs up, please. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like seeing me get ridiculous, if you want to see me put this pilot suit on and sweat to death, then hit that thumbs up button or hit the thumbs down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any of them, they all count. But thumbs up are just nicer to look at. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Thank you guys so much for making it this far, for watching this entire ridiculous video. You know I love you. And until next time, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, shameless plugs, anywhere else. May the Force have with you. Spaghetti saber, spaghetti saber, spaghetti saber. Goodbye forever. Hey you! While you're sitting there wondering what to watch next, ask yourself this. Do you love Star Wars? Do you love being ridiculous? Well, you're going to love being subscribed to the Dano channel, and I would love to have you here. So make sure you subscribe before you go. But if not, click on one of those two boxes for a video that I suggest that you should watch.
May the Force be with you. Good. Bye. Forever.